Okay, so this is a rough compost, right? I mean, I did not sift this or anything, but I composted in place. Well, I started here and then I would move it as I turned it. And this is as finished as I needed it to be for its function because I won't be planting it until spring. We're here in December, and this is just really a very impromptu first YouTube video, I guess. Hopefully I can keep it short enough that my phone doesn't run out of memory. You can still see some spent brewery grains in there. That's why it's certainly not finished compost. Had I sifted it, it would have been a better, obviously, finished product. But I'm trying to see if I can find some worms, because when I spread it out, it really had quite a few worms. And I put some cardboard down, sheet mulch, and then just spread the compost out over that. And this was all vegetative matter. I've got a buddy that brews his own. This is grub. I've got a buddy that brews his own beer, and he gives me the grains after he's done with them. I've actually got way more than I can fit in my bin now, and I don't really have anywhere to pile it up. So it's just sitting in trash bags on the side of the house. But anyway, and I'll probably plant another tree here. I'm not really sure what, though. I was thinking maybe a plum and see if I could graft a cherry to it. I'm not sure if they're closely related enough, but oh well. And over here we have, this is my peach tree that I've got some more compost and just leaves that I raked up out of the yard. I've already grafted to this one. If you can see the graft union right there, that's just that's I believe it's a hardy red nectarine grafted to this Georgia Belle peach. This, I believe, was a plucot, which did not take. Obviously, it's not closely related enough. This was an apium, and it actually healed started to heal, flushed new growth. I got excited and unwrapped it because it was the first one to heal, and then our spring wind blew it off. So, lesson learned there. But anyway, the tree it did great. This is its first year in ground. Its first winter. Like I said, we're in the middle of December, just before Christmas, and I'll be doing some pruning because it's not yet lost all of the well. Basically, I mean, you just kind of run your hand over these and they pop right off, which I would usually just let that happen naturally, but oh, with it. Yeah. So, and then let me take a quick. This is just basically a salad and kale garden right now. Obviously, we're not growing any peppers or tomatoes in December in North Texas. But these kale varieties, these are curly kale. I got these from school. We didn't have anywhere to plant them in the garden, so I took a tray and put them in here. Had some extra broccoli. That's what that is over there. Those and that is broccoli. That one over there is broccoli. I wish I could remember the name of this kale. I want to say it was winter borer or something along that line. Don't remember the variety of lettuce here. This is bok choy. Not sure which variety. Like I said, these are all plants that I got from school. And some more of the lettuces. Okay, here's a tag for well, at least this is green forest lettuce. That's what this is right here. Like I said, the broccolis. I've never successfully grown broccoli. I tried it in the summer, and it just got really, really hot, really, really quick. So I'm not thinking it would have done well if I had left it in ground. So I went ahead and composted it. Got my garlic. This is just store-bought garlic. I'm assuming it's a hardneck variety because there was a pretty rough core in the middle, but they all came up. I actually went to my local garden center and I was gonna buy some clothes from them. And the lady told me just to buy some from the grocery store because theirs were all dried out, and I wasn't gonna dispute that. You see, the weeds back here are atrocious. I'm going to get rid of this big slab of concrete. There was another one just like it right here. And me and a friend of mine from school, we're gonna partner up and see if we can't turn this part of the yard into a market garden. It will be very, very small, but I think, just to supplement some income. I'm not trying to make a living here, not just yet. It's something I want to be able to build on. Before we made that decision, I got over here and planted some blackberries, which is going to be a little inconvenient, but I'll probably move some of the pups and then and I did compost around here too, so like I said, that compost is very, very rough. It's really just partially rotted. Then I have this bed over here that's got peas and different kales. These are beets. I can't think of the variety. More lettuces. I believe this is romaine, if I'm not mistaken. Some turnips right there that are probably, most of them are getting pretty ready. I've already harvested a few. Some more bok choy. There's spinach in here. This is a red Mizuna that I'm not all that fond of, or at least not by itself, but it's doing great, so I'm not mad at it. That looks like spinach, although it's not doing all that well. And the beets, just, come on, dude, y'all ain't gonna do anything for me? So, I mean, I know they will grow in the cooler weather. I guess there's just not enough light to produce a decent bulb. Peas are nice, although they're not flowering. But the shoots are absolutely delicious. Some more lettuce, just kind of... Oh, look. That's some nice spinach. Got some extra plants that I ain't got room for. I hate when that happens. I feel like such a bad plant daddy. Some more spinach in there, more bok choy. Kale that's been in ground. Oh, shoot. Sorry. This has been in here all spring, summer, fall, now into winter. I don't know when it's gonna flower. Maybe next summer. Not sure. My asparagus bed. This coming spring will be the first year that you're supposed to harvest asparagus, but and there is a trash bag in my yard that I'll need to be removing. But I'll be clipping this back to the ground here very shortly, probably right after I make the video, finish up. And from what I understand, most plants, asparagus plants, crowns that you get are supposed to be male, but I've got a couple of females over here that made seeds, and now I've got a bunch of more asparagus plants. They're everywhere in here, which is absolutely okay with me, because if this is my oldest bed. This bed has been here for the better part of 20 years. I think I was probably about 14 or 15 when my mom asked me to build it. So, I've got some spinach over here that my silly self decided I was going to mix in some bone meal. Oh, is that a nice... I thought I saw a slug. I could have swore I saw a slug. I put some bone meal in here with the compost, and it probably wasn't the wisest choice. All the phosphorus in that bone meal was not ideal. some cilantro right here that's needs to be kind of picked over to keep it. And yes, I am one of those guys that eats cilantro right out of the ground. I don't care. I love it. I had some chard right there, and that's the only remaining one. We did get an early freeze, or earlier than usual. I think it got down to like 27 or something like that in November, like early November. And yes, these are all horse apples. And yes, there's a tree right next to my house. And no, I don't like it. Brewery grain, horse manure. I don't have anywhere to put any of this stuff. I mean, I know I could just build a regular pile, but already got this pile going. Oh, it finally heated up. I don't know. Let's see if I can get that to zoom in. Or to, it's about 100, just under 110. Not bad. For middle of December, that's not a bad temperature. I don't care. Got more leaves over there to compost. More leaves here. Jeez, I mean, my cousin's a landscaper, so I just get him to bring bags of leaves in spring, fall, whenever. Let me see if I can find some of the comfrey. Here's one of the comfrey. This is Bocking 4. I chose Bocking 4 because it's supposedly got a deeper root. So yeah. More comfrey over here. More here. Although that looks like it's got some kind of fungus on it. Huh. Huge rosemary bush. I love this bush. I like to kind of pick this, and then what I do is I put like some kind of oil in a bowl, in a glass bowl, and then I'll set it down in some boiling water and just let it kind of heat up the oil, and I'll put the rosemary in it. It's awesome. And then I'll use that as a marinade. I've got mint growing everywhere. If you ever, and this mint used to sit over here under this leaky faucet. And yes, this is